Food items are a fundamental part of all the Yokai Watch games. They can be used to restore HP, but of course they come at a price. So what's the best one? First off, let's get it out of the way. Marbled beef. Does it heal 900 HP? Yes, but it costs $180 a piece. It's not really worth your money, as most yokai don't even have half of that HP. It heals the most out of any other food item, but it's not worth it, even if you're fighting a boss like Cat Cradle. Money doesn't come easy in Yokai Watch 2, so don't waste it. To understand what the best item is, you have to understand that the game is divided into two parts, the main story and post-game. The main story is usually played through with lower leveled yokai, and lower leveled yokai have significantly less HP than that of a higher one. However, in post-game, many players feel the need to get stronger yokai and fully level them up, which means their HP reaches its maximum potential. Let's start off with the main story. Yokai used typically range from level 1 to 40, their starting point to the level most players fight Dame Demona. HP varies, but you don't actually need major items to have sustainable healing. One item, the Roe Rice Ball, comes in handy throughout a playthrough. It heals 80 HP, which is enough to restore HP from all the mainline bosses. It's $3 and can be found at any EveryMart. It drops down to $2.10 when on sale. This means that you can get approximately 31.1 HP restored per dollar. This is very cost efficient and easily affordable from the start of the game to the final boss. Another effective item is the Double Burger. It costs $5 and restores 130 HP and gives 26 HP per dollar. It's not quite as cost efficient, but it's still affordable. They could help in a pinch when 80 HP is not going to cut it for healing. As for post-game, it's a bit more complicated. The healing needed for post-game entirely depends on what you're doing. You could be clearing the Infinite Inferno in Divine Paradise, getting an S-rank watch, collecting yokai for legendaries, and it all depends. The main thing is, you'll be taking on more difficult tasks, and with higher HP that needs to be maintained in battle, you have some good options. If you're at the start of post-game, you could stock up on Fatty Tuna Sushi, which restores 170 HP and costs $7, or approximately 24.3 HP per dollar. This is great for moderate healing, and can lead you through most of the post-game content on its own. Of course, there are certain things to do that will definitely require better options, which brings us to the last two items. First, we have non-burgers. These restore 200 HP at a price of $8.80. This can definitely feel steep to purchase in large quantities, and it only gives approximately 22.7 HP per dollar. However, cost efficiency does matter less when you need items that restore most of a yokai's HP. Sure, 10-cent gum gives 100 HP per dollar, but it's not like you're waiting through all those item cooldowns to use 10 of them. When fighting a powerful boss, you're going to need something that can do a lot with one use. The final item is the Fresh Urchin. They restore 240 HP at a price of $13. This is probably the most effective item for high-level healing. Although it is quite cost inefficient at approximately 18.5 HP per dollar, it's one of the highest healing items that is easier to stock up on. In short, for the main story, you primarily want to use Roe Rice Balls and Double Burgers for extra healing. For post-game, you want to primarily use Fatty Tuna Sushi and non-burgers for extra healing. Fresh Urchin may be necessary if you're fighting a boss or yokai with extreme damage output. These are just my recommendations, so feel free to adjust your strategies based on what you do throughout your experience.